we're coming to you with a nice, interesting topic. We've also got our team of the week. We said it was going to be a difficult one, innit? Because all the strikers were banging in goals this week. So yeah, some decent goals, man. So
let's just start by something different. Still, we're talking about teams that you don't like, the pagan teams, and we're just gonna call this section here the pagan teams. But we want to talk about the players that you like from a pagan team.
that's it. So what are your favorite players that you like, but they actually play for teams that you're not supposed to like, or teams that you hate?
Alright, cool. So I'll start with one that's it's an unusual one because people always go on him and about his defending and stuff. Some people try to say he's a midfielder. I think he's a right back. I think he's best at right back, innit?
Yeah.
And his name is Trent, number 66 for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't like Liverpool, but I like Trent.
That's a good one. Still.
I think Trent is very effective, brother, and I think people sleep on him a lot.
What do you think? You think the move to Real Madrid is done and dusted, or do you think?
I think he's gone, bro. I think he's gone.
I think he is. I'm happy for him.
I saw like a interview of him. Yeah. The way he was talking, in his mind, he's done everything.
He's checked out, innit? He's checked out.
So he's done everything he can at Liverpool.
So you think there's nothing more to achieve, especially if they win the league as well.
Yeah, and he wants the sun. He wants to be out there, man.
Go join his boy Jude Bellingham and that. Yeah, I hear that.
I can't even becoming a light skin team, innit?
Yeah, slowly but surely. Except for Vini.
Becoming a light skin. You know what? Yeah, Vini. I have to talk about Vini real quick.
Except for him.
You see when he didn't get the Ballon d'Or and people were talking right, he should have won, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he didn't win. Now, people started talking about his attitude. And I was like, nah, come on, you can't bring a man's attitude. But since then,
you've been watching
I've
him
been
closely.
watching. I don't like the brother, bro. I don't like him, bro.
I told you, bro.
Nah, bro, I don't like him.
I told you.
I don't like him.
Nah, I like what he's doing on the pitch.
Yeah,
but he's the kind of guy that if I was on the same team as him, we wouldn't get on.
I saw thingy Ancelotti telling him, yo, listen. In the end, he was like, bro, I'm gonna take you off if you keep like. He was like Ancelotti was telling him that nah, it's not a foul, bro.
Okay,
go and play. Get on
just
with
continue. Stop complaining.
And he's still complaining. He's like, bro.
Yeah.
He's still complaining.
Yeah.
He told Brahim Diaz, yo,
go warm up. Go warm up. Nah, see, I think that's what he needs. Yeah, because it seems like everyone just puts up with his bullshit because he's so good, innit? But I'll be telling him, yeah, man.
You see that thing that people say, like, be humble.
Mm-hmm.
He is not humble, innit?
He's not, innit?
And I don't mind if people are not humble.
Do you know what? I actually thought, obviously, I think he's better. I think he was a better player than Rodrigo. It's really weird, isn't it? Because I think like the period of time that they were trying to say that Rodri was the best player in the world, I'm not sure if that falls in with when the Ballon d'Or should have been. Regardless, if you lose, just take it on the chin. There's nothing even wrong with him saying, you know what, I felt like I was the best. I felt like I should have won. But it's the way he started doing his throwing his stories out of prime. We see on the pitch every time when he plays. Yeah. But just a simple free kick, just get up and get on with it, innit? Like, but he carries on a lot, so yeah.
But so he's a good one. We'll talk about him on our next section that we're going to have in the Portuguese.
We will. Yeah,
Portuguese.
Because he ain't Portuguese, but he falls
into remember we ended up saying Brazilians are Portuguese.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So, they can't.
So that even makes sense. So yeah, let's what are your players that you like that played for?
The number one is Thierry Henry. You
mentioned this last week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I said this last week. He was like growing up. He was one of my favorite players, and it used to be him. Van Nistelrooy was up there as well, but Henry, it was also always a mad thing because everyone knew I didn't like Arsenal, but he was like, I wanted to see him win, and for you to see him win, he has to score, and him scoring is helping the Opps. Yeah. But at the same time, I wanted to see him win, innit? So Henry's got to be one of them. All right. I liked him better when he played for France anyway, to be fair.
I'm going to give you another one. Someone we also spoke about last week.
Was
it last week or week before? It was week before last week because last week's one is about to come out.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale, Tottenham.
Okay. See, why you don't like Tottenham though? I thought you were a City fan.
I still don't like Tottenham.
You still don't like
from
them?
previous.
From when you were...
Yeah,
See
but
what
once
I
the up,
mean?
always the up. Wow, you think I'm gonna like them all of a sudden?
Well, if you...
But I hate Tottenham,
if you don't
bro.
support Arsenal no more...
I hate Tottenham, bro.
Technically, Tottenham aren't your Opps no more.
No, but I hate Tottenham, bro.
Yeah, I know. You're not
I
going to
hate
start
Tot-
liking them.
I hate
I
their-
hear that. I hear that you're
Even-
not going to just start liking them.
Even their
innit?
stadium,
I get that.
when I see their stadium, every time I see it from a drone shot, it looks like a toilet seat, bro.
Well, the new one.
Yeah.
Now, the new stadium's meant to
Nah,
be cold.
but from the drone shot, it looks like a toilet seat.
Is it
The
Eubank and...
design, I'm just saying the design looks like a toilet seat, bro.
What, swear?
From the
I
top,
have not
you'll
even
see-
looked
you'll
at it.
notice it
But,
next time.
nah, apparently that stadium's meant to be one of the best stadiums in the
Yeah,
country.
it is.
So,
It is.
so
It is. No, I get that. But I'm just
and-
saying from the
and
drone
their
shot,
chairman
it looks like
Daniel
a toilet
Levy
seat.
is making bare money as well. The Eubank and Ben are fighting at that stadium.
Yeah.
What is it? 26th of April or something?
Do you reckon we'll ever see Kanye West at Tottenham?
What do you mean?
If you see what to Kanye, anyway, that's off topic. Anyway, you can carry on.
Nah. I'll talk about that later. Go on then. So Tottenham, Gareth Bale. So you liked him, but you ain't want to see him
Yeah.
do well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was happy when he went to Real Madrid.
Yeah, and he smashed it
I
at
was
Real
happy.
Madrid as well. He
Real
smashed
Madrid from when I was young was because I told you Luis Figo was my guy,
it.
innit?
Yeah. So what?
For some reason.
So in the
Real Madrid was in Zidane.
in the
Real Madrid was always
and
been one.
Barca.
Real Madrid's always out of Real Madrid and Barca. I've always been a Real Madrid guy
Okay.
from
okay.
young,
Nah, that's a
from
good
their
shout.
kids, the white kid.
To be honest,
I've just never liked Barca.
yeah, I'm the same.
I like Real Madrid.
I like Madrid still.
I've always been Madrid, bro.
Hala Madrid.
Yeah, man. And Barca, yeah, they did their thing. They were killing the game that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Another player that I like that plays for the Opps.
Go like 5 each or something.
Yeah, I got a couple, innit? I got a couple. That list can go on. Balotelli. We also talked about him.
Yeah.
I liked Balo. Top player. But once again, he was a Man City player. And he played for Liverpool as well. So both teams I don't like. Yeah, it was a bit of a tacky one. But there's Balo. Aguero. So if you can get something from my list, yeah, what that should tell you is that I'm not a hater.
Oh, you just like players, isn't it?
Exactly,
You just like
bro.
football, innit?
Exactly, but
Like,
you know how many men you know how many men would say downplay a player and say, he's not even that good, or pick a hole in his game because he plays for the Opps. I'm the opposite.
I don't get that.
Even
because
Saka
it's like-
right now, I want Saka to win. I want Arsenal to lose like 4-3, but Saka score hat-trick.
Oh, okay.
That's like an ideal world because
Yeah,
I like him, innit? But what that should tell you about is that man's not a hater, innit? So the next one.
You know, I've always hated Man United.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Have you got a player
I think
from
it's
United
actually
that
for
you
my
used to
brother.
like?
I think it's for my brothers, innit? I think it's for my brothers.
Well, because they were United fans.
One was Liverpool. My oldest brother is Liverpool.
Uh-huh.
My other brother is Arsenal, innit?
Mm-hmm.
My two older brothers.
Okay.
So obviously those are the people.
They hated United.
Yeah, bro.
So
it's
you
just-
supporting United was never
It
even
was never gonna be a
an
thing. Like
option.
my dad supports Liverpool.
Okay.
It was never gonna be like. You know what I'm saying?
See, my one is almost like the opposite, bro. Almost everyone around me growing up.
For Man United.
No, we're Arsenal.
Oh.
But I chose United from a very young age, and I stuck with it because I'm stubborn. But you know when you're growing up and everyone's like, and that was when Arsenal had a lot of
Doing their
great
thing.
black players
Yeah,
as well.
doing their
So
thing.
they were doing their thing. They were actually winning, and they had a lot of sick black players, likes of Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, Ashley Cole, Sol Campbell. There were a lot of brothers over there doing their thing, and I was thinking,
You know another thing that I realized when I was in Zim, that Zim is a weird place because there's a lot of Chelsea fans in Zim, by the way.
some random.
Now there's a lot of City fans.
That's-
When I'm in my City jersey, but I'm seeing bare people.
you
We
lot-
see each other in the jersey, yeah.
You lot.
We're best friends straight away. You know, like, I was on I went on a cruise. I went on a cruise with my cousin, innit?
Yeah.
So we went upstairs. There was upstairs and downstairs. We went upstairs on the cruise thing. So I'm upstairs chilling now, and then my cousin comes up. He goes, "Oh, you got a friend in here." I said, "What do you mean?" So you see when he comes up. You know I'm gonna be like best friends. So, and the next week I see this guy come up and he's wearing Man City top, innit? And I'm wearing Man City top. He just looked at me. Man, came, gave me a hug straight away. We cool.
Do you know what
but
that
the fact that
is?
my cousin had already seen him, and
You
he's
know
like,
what that is? That's the glory hunter in you guys. You man see Trevor say, you switched as well. Me too. That's what it is. That's what it is. I bet you were both Arsenal supporters before you switched. I bet you were. I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, no.
Did you speak to him? Did you find out what
he
team?
said he was always City. We end up having we actually end up having a debate because he didn't agree with me switching, did it?
Obviously. Obviously. Do you know what it is? Yeah. Any person that supports Man City and they are how long have City been good now? Like 10 years. Anyone that supports City and they are like 15 and over, I need an explanation. I know your explanation. I definitely don't agree with it, but
explain it properly.
A man's allowed to do what he wants.
Do you know what? There's people that have explained my reasons too.
Yeah. Has anyone ever said, you know what, I get it?
So many.
Really?
There's people that... Do you know what? There's one guy that, as I was saying, I could tell he's like going, you know what?
It's not such a
bad
idea.
And he came, he was like, I wasn't even talking to him, I was talking to his boys. And he came to me, he was like, my guy, you know what? Yeah, it makes sense to me.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? That guy is probably supporting.
Good for him. I don't hear it still. I'm not hearing that.
But again, we said we'll talk about that particular.
That one's coming up.
It's coming.
A tell-all. That's gonna be.
We're gonna have to have like.
That's gonna be a tell-all.
You know what I'm saying?
I wanna hear that one, man.
We're gonna have to have a few man come through.
That
wanna be involved in that one, and then we can talk about it. But anyway, my point was, Man United. Wayne Rooney.
Waza.
Yeah.
That's one of your guys, yeah?
Beautiful
player. I hear it, though. I hear it.
Bad team. I also got CR7.
Of course. You have to have CR7.
CR7. It's a strong one for Man United. Do you know what? I liked Scholes. I liked Giggsy. I like Roy Keane, bro.
Even Roy, innit?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though.
I'm trying to think who was.
Ain't nothing wrong with appreciating a good player.
I even liked Fred, bro.
Nah, you just found him funny.
I actually liked Fred.
It's a difference.
Because you know what? You see Bruno. You see what Bruno Fernandes is doing now?
Yeah.
Fred was doing.
Bro,
Fred was doing, bro.
Stop it, please.
No, Fred scored a lot of goals for you lot. Nah, you can't deny that, bro. Fred saved a lot of games for you lot.
Man said Fred was doing what Bruno.
Not to the same level, but he saved a lot of. He scored a lot of important goals for you. I remember always seeing Fred scoring that important goal.
I'll tell you what, Fred, he wears his heart on his sleeves, and he gives 100%.
He scored some,
and he's not like a bad player. I'm just saying it didn't work out. It was never gonna work out. So I'm happy. He plays for, like, I swear he's in Turkey right now, playing for Jose Mourinho's team or something like that, innit?
I don't actually know where he is.
Yeah, man, he's over there, bro. Let him stay over there as well, man.
But yeah, those are ones from. I've said one from Tottenham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I said Tottenham, I forgot to mention Harry Kane.
You like Harry like that?
Well, he was amazing.
You like Harry like that?
I couldn't like him. now he's at Bayern Munich.
You know what?
I can appreciate him now.
It's true. You know what? Yeah, for years you never rated, man. I remember.
Who, Harry?
Yeah.
No. I rate his brother. I rate him as a striker, bro.
I remember
I just hate Tottenham, bro.
No, but even for England, I remember you saying put Ivan Toney.
Yeah, I like Ivan Toney more. I was saying put Ivan Toney, and guess what? At that time, Kane's form was off. And
it was a reasonable argument, and it's up to it's down to preferences as well. Yeah. I like Ivan Toney.
I like Ivan Toney.
Well, that season definitely he was going mad. Yeah.
So yeah, I have been known to say that, but I actually fucking rate Harry Kane.
And that's so you should, man. He's a bags man. He's good.
Yeah.
He's a world class striker.
Yeah.
And there's so few of them in the world at the moment. So yeah, man. I hear that still. I hear that.
You got any more?
Aubameyang. Arsenal again. Aubameyang. Because he's just good vibes over there, man. I used to watch them man there celebrating, him and Laka, doing the handshake, the celebrations, bringing out the Batman, the flips. I used to think this guy's really having fun. He's having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Oba. I think it's good vibes. But when they had to go serious, and Arteta showed him the door.
Yeah.
You know.
Cold as well.
Yeah. Gave him the hard shoulder, man, and said, "Out you go, bro."
Any more?
Nah. I think.
I've still got some, but I got Ibrahimovic.
Well, who
Tevez.
plays for United as well? You know what?
Tevez.
You like Tevez, innit?
Bro.
You know what? I got one more as well, you know.
Messi as well.
Yeah,
I just said about the...
Yeah, I hear that as well. So you like Ibra, but obviously, you're a big fan of Ibrahimovic, innit? Yeah. He even featured in your top 3 goals of your wow moment goals.
And he's got a goal that I didn't even mention where he dribbles past everyone, but like it's Maradona.
Yeah, I see that one. Did he do? Nah, he didn't score the scorpion kick goal as well, did he?
He did.
He did, innit?
He did, yeah.
He scored a scorpion thing, just
like
Giroud. Giroud and Mkhitaryan. Yeah, and to be fair, he scores a lot of crazy goals like that.
Exactly,
man.
bro. He was a bit acrobatic.
Yeah, man, for a big guy, he was still. Yeah, that's a good shout still. One of my one is Robin Van Persie, innit? Obviously, he ended up coming to United, but I used to rate him really highly when he was at Arsenal.
Robin Van Persie?
Yeah, RVP, man.
No, Robin was good.
Arsenal fans really hate him, you know. I find it weird because bare people left Arsenal, but for some reason, they really don't like Van Persie.
Yeah, nah. Van Persie is good, but it's like pagan, bro. I guess I can even put him in my team, in my list.
Yeah? Well, why?
Because he played for Man United.
You can.
Yeah.
He also
and he was on fire that season.
Yeah.
And I couldn't like him as much as I want to like him. Like when we were mentioning goals, remember I mentioned his goal.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned the one
You're like,
Rooney
nah, let's
passed to him.
move past that one still.
Yeah. So
that was true, you know.
Yeah.
That was a sick goal, man. Now, okay, so that's a few good players. I think I got Balotelli, Aguero, Thierry Henry, the king, Aubameyang, RVP. Patrick Vieira was also one as well. I rated Patrick Vieira, but
you couldn't
I couldn't like him, especially because he was going head to head with Roy Keane, and I always used to say, I kept it 100. I say if they let them two fight, you know how they're always going at each other's neck.
Yeah.
If they put both of them in a room and say only the winner comes out, Patrick Vieira is walking out there.
No who another one is for me. Maguire. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Mohamed Salah, bro.
More excellent finish. Yeah, man, that's a good shout still.
Mohamed Salah. Just to finish with a current one, innit?
Yeah, that's a good shout.
He's on point. Every time, every day.
Yeah, he does the job.
He's on point. But yeah, man, that's the players that play for Opps. I'm sure there's more.
There's way
that
more.
we can think of.
We'll leave it at that for now.
But for you lot, what is the players that you liked that played for the Opps? Just put it in the comments.
If you're a Pompey fan, any Southampton players that you like that you hated?
Any Southampton players that I liked? I can use Mane.
Yeah.
Because Mane was cold, bro.
Yeah.
And my barber B at the time, B was cutting my hair at the time.
Yeah.
He used to cut thingy in it.
He used to cut Fasadio.
But he couldn't advertise it in his shop because his shop is in Pompey.
Yeah.
And he's playing for Southampton, innit?
Yeah, I hear that.
So it's peak for him.
He's
but
techie.
yeah, man. Mane was cold over there.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sure there's been a lot of cold. Like right now, I like Tyler Diblin. But obviously,
yeah,
they might not going down. They're gonna be facing Pompey.
Don't worry, you can
have him next season.
You can like him in public because he's gonna leave them, innit? He's leaving them, so he's gonna go somewhere else. Unless he goes somewhere like Tottenham as well, who you hate as well. He's probably gonna end up in Tottenham. Tottenham like players.
That is a Tottenham type of player.
Yeah, Tottenham like players like that.
Tottenham type of.
I can see Tyler Diblin to Tottenham. He's got his name written all over it.
So that's players from the Opps. I'm trying to think what other ones that I can just back top of my head.
Other players that you don't like, maybe. Yeah, man. Haaland's always one, isn't it? Because he plays for City right now. I like him. I think he's a great player, but he's on the wrong side of Manchester, unfortunately.
In your team right now, the only person I could say that about, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
You see how De Bruyne is shit right now, yeah. Take him off and put Bruno Fernandes there, yeah. Would have had at least 10 more points.
Reckon. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is better between Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes? They're both Portuguese, which also feature in one of our topics as well.
I think the last few seasons I would have said Bernardo Silva.
Is better.
But now I just don't see how he's not effective to the games anymore.
He doesn't affect the
he's
games.
He's there, but he doesn't. He's
doesn't
not.
Affect the games.
Like he's there, but he's not. Same as De Bruyne.
I'm gonna say this as well. It doesn't matter what team Bruno's playing in, whether he's playing in Man United or he's playing in Portugal national team. He affects games.
Yeah.
He makes a contribution. Like, you're gonna know he was playing. I've seen Bernardo Silva in too many games that the game just goes by, and he's a great player though. That's the thing. He's actually a very good player, but I've been asking myself this because if maybe like you're saying, maybe like 2 years, 3 years back, I would have said Bernardo Silva definitely, but more and more I'm starting to think Bruno's a better player.
Yeah, I mean this point actually segues us into our next point.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So the next section that we're gonna talk about is we always talk about this off camera, so might as well put it on camera. We say players that got the Portuguese thing. Now they don't have to be Portuguese. Do you want to explain to them what the Portuguese thing is?
The Portuguese thing is when you see people like Bruno Fernandes, people like Bernardo Silva, people like Pepe, even people like the great CR7. When we say the Portuguese thing, we know what we mean.
Those guys that are moaning, always crying, always whining, always just like weasels, little weasels.
And the thing is, not all Portuguese players have the Portuguese thing.
They don't even have to be Portuguese. We call it the Portuguese thing because it's more time.
It's very relevant.
It's usually a Portuguese player behind it doing it.
90% of the time. And if any Portuguese player, it's a Brazilian player.
So we're going to go through a few names. And I'm sure as we say these names, you've already said a couple.
Yeah.
As we say some names, you're gonna be like, I get what you mean.
I get it.
Portuguese thing, innit? So you said Bernardo. Obviously, we were talking about Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, there's two. We can start with them two. Yeah.
I've seen. What's the guy that plays for Brighton? Is it João
Pedro?
Yeah. I've seen him do the same stuff.
Yeah. It's true though. Even Bruno plays for us, and I'm like, bro, can you stop it, please? Like, you know what? This season he has got a bit better, I must say, but especially last season. That's why you see a lot of people saying, he shouldn't be captain because a captain should handle themselves with a bit more, you know, like a bit more class. Like, yeah, man. So he's one.
Because it's like, what example are you giving? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's true. Bernardo Silva is always one. He's always complaining. Even today we saw even with the game with but
he was backing his boy still.
But his boy wasn't even in beef. His boy was just walking away. Speaking
of that, for example, Ruben Dias is Portuguese, but I don't see him doing the Portuguese thing.
Not as far as I'm aware. He don't do it.
But them man there, people like Nunes next to him, he's doing it.
Mateus Nunes, rash.
Bernardo Silva, he's doing it.
Nani at Man United, he's a prime example.
Yeah.
He used to do that. He used to do that shit.
What other players?
Nah, there's a few. Let's see. There must be one or two. So we got. I said Pepe, innit?
Yeah, you said Pepe.
Pepe was the number. He's probably the greatest, the greatest one.
Yeah,
he is.
There's people like Joelinton, you don't see them doing it.
Yeah, Joelinton ain't got it. There's people like, there's a few players that don't have it.
Yeah.
There's also Cancelo.
One of the biggest ones.
João Cancelo.
One of the biggest ones.
He used to do
That's
that.
a very good one.
He used to do that, innit?
He's one of the reasons why I started noticing it.
Yeah. You realize after you watch him for a little bit, innit? What about Diogo Jota? Do you think he's got it?
You know what, yeah?
I feel like he does, though.
I feel like he does, but I feel like he's got a face of someone that should have it.
Yeah.
But I've not actually seen him do it.
Because he's a bit younger as well.
Because every time I see him, he's just trying to get on with it.
Yeah. Some of the younger Portuguese players don't have it. Like Diogo Dalot, for example. He's just calm. He's
just trying to get on with it, innit?
He's just trying to get on with it. He ain't got it like that. Yeah, Ruben Diaz as well, for example. He ain't got it like that. Well, it extends past the players. It extends into managers as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, you got we've got to start with the Baldies, isn't it?
Just to put this.
Pep does it sometimes. If you're wondering who
Do
I'm
you know
talking
what's
about,
mad? Pep's Spanish, but
Pep
he's got
does
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, he does it sometimes.
Bro, he's not even Portuguese, but he's got that. He
Yeah.
needs to do ancestry, DNA or something.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he's Portuguese somewhere down the line, man.
Mourinho does it sometimes.
Mourinho, he was the king of that, bro.
Yeah.
He was.
But he is Portuguese, so
Yeah, of course. Amarim has it.
Yeah.
You can already tell
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah.
been in the Prem for that long, but you can
Yeah.
already tell he's got that. He's got that.
I got another one.
Who?
Ange Postecoglou.
You know what? Do you know what? I swear to God, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
Ange Postecoglou.
He's got. He's got that.
Why is he
shit.
always rattled? Like, why can he not
You
just
know
like
what?
keep it together?
Yeah, man.
And now people are just trying to piss him off every time.
He's so rattled, bro.
And it's like
He's so rattled.
he just bites.
Yeah, man.
He's just there to
he
bite.
can't help himself. He cannot help
know.
himself.
He's trying to explain
he's
himself.
He's on beefing whoever the reporter, whoever the journalist that's interviewing him. He's on beefing them every single time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a funny one. Yeah, he's got that for sure.
I'll tell you another manager. He's gone now, but he used to have it. And he used to annoy me sometimes. He used to whine too much.
Who?
Klopp.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Jurgen Klopp had that.
Yeah.
100%, man. You know those managers
Always
that
whining.
when I see the team is lost, yeah, even before I watch the game, I go to the interview of the manager just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see. Klopp was one of those. He's always
He
crying
always
when
had
his team ain't
something
won. He's
more
always
about-
complaining about something. Sometimes he was right. I'm not saying that he was wrong. Sometimes he was right, but
Yeah, let's wrap up the Portuguese managers.
okay. So we've said Marco Silva, Jose Mourinho. We've put Pep in there because he's definitely got it.
Conte,
Antonio Conte.
Postecoglou.
Yeah, Big Ange.
Big Ange.
Postecoglou as they call him.
Honorable shout out to him. Paulo Di Canio had it, but he was just a nutcase as well.
Paulo Di Canio.
He was just a nutcase as well.
Yeah, he was mad.
So many Mavericks, bro.
Yeah, it's a Maverick thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a Maverick thing.
so many Mavericks.
So some of the players and some of the managers that we've talked about were world class, top.
Mm. Feeling hot. But
Nice
yeah,
summer day, bro.
so what week are we on now, football-wise?
So it's got to be game week 31, right?
31,
So I
yeah.
think most teams in the Premier League have played
This week.
31 games now, except for Newcastle, who are a couple of games behind because they had the Carabao Cup final.
Mhm.
So they've got played less games, and they're playing. I want to say tomorrow against Leicester. Yeah, that's it. So they're gonna play tomorrow. But it's game week 31 that's just been concluded, so we can go through some of the results, right?
All right, cool. So obviously, I've seen some of the highlights from Saturday. It was just busy. Today, I haven't seen much. Just the highlights. You know, the quick highlights, the quick
Yeah.
3-minute ones.
So the
Obviously, I
Saturday
watched the game, the City United
Yeah,
game.
we've just come from that game.
We just come from that. So maybe we can start off with that one that we just come from. City.
Man
The
City,
big derby.
Man United 0-0.
I mean, we had to watch it together. Next time, by the way, we're going to try to see if we can do like a
Yeah, man.
watch along since it's our teams, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be good. Luckily, this game, to be honest, there wasn't a lot going on. I felt like United played better. I felt like if there was a team that was going to win this game, it would have been Man U. Obviously,
You're comfortable from the start, innit?
that's not what happened. I think just the lack of quality, really, and almost like a little bit lack of you know what, let's go out there and get this win. They were almost comfortable as long as we don't lose.
I'm just very disappointed in City, man, because we should be mullering teams like United. No disrespect, my
We
guy.
should be Muller.
We should just be mullering your
No,
team,
ain't
bro.
no
No
way,
disrespect, but we should just be moving to you, man, innit?
I knew that was not going to happen. I spoke to you earlier on in the day before the game, innit? And I said to you, I don't think we're gonna lose today. I don't
Yeah, I
think
know.
we're gonna lose.
Yeah, but this always happens though. Like you lot will like come try act tough against us, and then Brentford next week you're
Get
getting mullered
smashed.
2-1,
But
3-2,
that's exactly what I
getting
mean.
slapped about.
That's exactly
But
what
this
I
is
mean.
why it just shows how poor our season was. And
Well, it
was
shows
our-
how poor Man City were
yeah,
today.
it was a chance to capitalize to actually get in that top 4 since Chelsea drew.
Yeah, so if you had won today, you'd be on the same amount of points as Chelsea. You'd be on 53 points each. And funny enough, you would probably have a better goal difference as well.
'cause
Yeah,
they're not
because you
scoring
currently
like that.
have the same goal difference as them.
They're
So if
winning
you,
like 1-0 and that.
if you had
They
won,
do win.
you would be fourth right now, actually.
Yeah.
But there's still 7 games to go, so you've still got a few games to turn it around, right? So we're talking about the battle for the top 4. Who currently have who else is in that battle? Chelsea.
Nottingham Forest and Chelsea. Nottingham Forest are comfortable. Their points are comfortable. It's between the fight is Chelsea, City, and
Villa.
yeah.
Newcastle, maybe. If Newcastle win the games in hand, they're in there with a shout, you know. But let's just say at the moment, yeah, because things are gonna develop as we go on, yeah. We're gonna see a clearer picture. But at the moment, it's Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Man City, and Villa.
I think. So alright, cool.
2 of those teams are gonna miss out on Champions League football.
Who do you think is getting top 4 this season then? For you, what's your top 4?
I think it's gonna be. I feel like you have to look at the fixtures basically that are coming up, right? That's what I think.
Fixtures are fixtures. Who do you think like is gonna be top 4?
Yeah, boy, it depends on the fixtures, innit? Like you
I
guys,
know, but-
you guys have Fulham, Bournemouth, Southampton, Wolves. You've actually got Villa, you've got Everton, and you've got Palace. So that fixture,
We've got a lot of hard games.
yeah, but no, it's not too bad.
Wolves is gonna be a hard game.
Yeah,
Bournemouth's gonna be a hard game.
yeah.
Villa's gonna be a hard game.
Fulham's
Those
gonna
3 games we might actually lose.
Fulham's
any of
gonna
them.
be Fulham's gonna be a hard game.
The way we're going right now.
So Fulham's your
I
last
think we'll
game.
slap out Fulham
Fulham's your
still.
last.
I think we'll slap up Fulham
That's
still.
your last game of the season. You're away as well.
Yeah, I think we'll slap
You've
up
got
Fulham
Bournemouth,
still.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, that's a tough one. Especially, we just beat them in the cup, innit?
Yeah, and that
They're
wasn't
gonna-
an easy game.
Yeah.
It was not an easy game.
Yeah.
You got Southampton away, so you should.
That was
do
the first game that I actually see City dig deep.
Yeah, they had to.
You know what I mean?
They had to.
Today was disappointing, bro.
Yeah, of course it was. But you've got Wolves, you've got Villa. So your next 3 games are Crystal Palace, Everton.
People like Mateta, fam.
Everton is a hard game, you know.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna slap them
Crystal
up.
Palace
So.
as well. That's a hard.
There's
game.
some teams that City
do you know
will
what
slap
it is,
up.
yeah?
There are teams that even on our bad time, yeah, we will slap up.
I think you'll beat Crystal Palace because Crystal Palace, Mark Gahey got a red card.
Did.
Yeah. So they're going to be without Mark Gahey next
Did.
week. That's going to be a big difference, I
Yeah.
feel. I think that you might get a W over them. Not just because of that, but that might play a big
We
factor.
should get the W anyway, but this is what I'm saying about City,
Yeah.
bro.
So you must say you should get it. You should be beating Crystal
We
Palace.
should get
You
the dubs.
be.
We should be beating all of them,
You
really.
got Everton away. Everton away is a hard game. Everton away is a
Yeah.
hard game.
They're getting a lot of sweaty draws at the moment.
Yeah. They held Arsenal, was it? Yeah, they held Arsenal, was it? Yeah, yesterday, innit? They held Arsenal.
So yeah, let's go through it. So Everton, Arsenal 1-1.
Mhm.
Yeah. Leandro
Everton,
Trossard
Arsenal,
scored.
1-1. Trossard scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
See, when you look, did you see Arsenal's lineup?
Yeah.
It's like they're just waiting for the
Champions League.
Champions League.
They're
now.
putting all their eggs in that
They don't
basket
even
now.
care about the.
Do you
They're
think-
thinking
do
we
you-
got top
do you-
4.
do you
We got top 4. They're thinking we got top 4.
Yeah, well, they do though. They do.
Yeah.
They do. Do you think? Do you think that's a good, like, that's a smart move to put all your eggs in one basket?
What else? What else? What?
I'll-
Liverpool gonna slip up, but they're slipping up too. They drew.
Yeah, and I think he knows.
They should have
that,
slapped up Everton, bro.
because what happened? Who was on the bench for them? They've got Uran Timber on the bench. They're gonna be without. They had Uran Timber on
Yeah,
the bench
he was on the bench.
for the game, right? So he. didn't
Odegaard
start
was on the
game.
bench.
Odegaard was on the bench as
Yeah.
well.
Odegaard was on the bench. But this is
Swear.
what I'm saying, bro.
Swear down.
I'll show you the starting lineup. They had They had Trossard, Nwaneri, and Sterling.
Yeah,
Up
I
front.
know. They should have
And
been
then
on that.
Jorginho, Merino was actually in midfield now. And Declan Rice.
So they left. So their midfield was Jorginho, Mikel Merino, and Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly, Kiwior, Ben White, Saliba. So Ben White started as well, didn't it?
Yeah, Ben White started, and then Timber came on.
Hey.
Kieran Tierney came on as well. I forget Kieran Tierney's still there.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He is. So
Yeah, Odegaard, Saka,
Trossard's goal
Martinelli
was
came.
good though.
Huh?
Trossard's goal was good.
Yeah.
Sterling came off at half time. So did Ranieri. What did you think about Lewis Skelly penalty? Did you think it was a pen?
I didn't think it was a pen, innit?
I didn't either.
I didn't think it was a pen.
I looked at it. I didn't think it was a penalty.
Yeah.
I felt he was a bit unlucky.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a pen, innit?
But that's how the cookie crumbles. That's
Saying that though, that Ndiye guy,
I like
Die,
him. He's a
Ndiye.
good guy.
Yo,
He's a good player.
Hard,
Isn't he?
bro.
He's a good player.
he's hard. He's been hard all season.
You know
Do you reckon he gets signed by someone else in summer?
Do you know what's crazy? I can see him going to like a team in France, like Marseille, a team that's in the Champions League, but not in England. I can see him going.
Yeah. Marseille is packing up players. They got Pogba, innit?
You lie?
I think Pogba is going to Marseille.
No way.
It's going to be Aubameyang over there, bro.
Oba is at Marseille.
Is it Marseille, innit?
Now let's have a look here. So Marseille. If they sign Pogba, that's good, isn't
I
it?
saw a thing that Pogba was going to Marseille. I thought he would go PSG or
Nah,
something.
he said they rejected the chance, innit?
What, they rejected the chance?
Yeah, it says Marseille president confirms they rejected the chance to sign Paul Pogba. as a
Oh, I
free
thought I'd
agent.
seen something saying he might go there as a free agent.
That would have been a good move for him still, but
We'll see where he ends up, man.
yeah, we will.
You never
we
know,
will see.
it might pop up, end up in Real Madrid.
Might end up back at United. You know, you never know, fam.
Do you might want him back?
Nah, bro, he can stay over there, man. Stay over there. So now that was 1-1 draw.
Alright, next.
Trossard's goal. I was gonna say Trossard's goal was pretty good. I thought
Yeah.
it was a nice goal. Sterling actually got an assist for that as well. Didn't
Trossard is one guy that I really liked. I was championing him when he was in Brighton,
he? What? Then you realize he ain't that guy.
when he went to Arsenal.
Yeah.
So, do you know what it is? Yeah, he's had chances, innit? He's not taken them, innit?
I don't think he's been bad though. I just don't think he's.
Yeah, he's just not. Yeah, I thought he was going to be, when he was at Brighton doing this thing. Because remember them days there, Hazard was still playing. I was saying they need to start putting. Do you remember? Was it you I was talking to saying, yo, they need to start putting this Trossard on for Hazard now?
Yeah, and the thing is, I even see a lot of Arsenal fans saying that they should be playing. What's his name? That Trossard should have been playing ahead of Martinelli.
That he should be playing
He
ahead.
should have been, yeah.
To be honest,
I don't think right now that flies though.
I get what they're saying, because Martinelli, it doesn't look pretty in it with Martinelli. It doesn't. Whereas with Trossard, if he gets consistent games, he could be a problem.
On fire,
But
yeah.
maybe
Because
the
Martinelli's
consistency
hot and
is a
cold.
problem, innit?
What I see with Martinelli is hot and cold. One game he could be on fire. The next game he could just be run. It looks like he's just running down alleys. Like you know what I mean? Like the end product is not necessarily there. He reminds me of a better version of Garnacho. That's what Martinelli reminds me of.
You see Martinelli when he first came on the scene and he was like, Ronaldo is my idol.
R9.
I believed him, bro. But now,
Nah, I still like him though. I still think he's good.
yeah, I do like him. I do
still
like
rate
him. But again, the same thing with what we're saying with Trossard, isn't it? It's just like, it's not consistent. You need to be these days you just need to be banging game in, game out.
Yeah, for real.
You just need to bang.
For real.
And Martinelli is the whole dribbling without looking up, like looking down the whole time. And it's like
moving like Doc.
ricochets, somehow he's gone past the guy, and then boom, he always shoots at the goalie.
Like a B-Tech version of Luis
Always shooting
Suarez.
at the goalie.
Luis Suarez used to do that. We just like muddle his way through, but he done it so many times.
But
that
with
it
him,
was-
at least it's close to his feet. With finger,
At
Martinelli's
first, I
there, he's running for the ball. It's like, the ball is there, bro. The ball is always there. It's never
It's never
to his
at
feet.
his feet.
Yeah, it's there, bro.
I hear that.
You know what I mean?
He's always just trying to reach it.
But he's effective.
He works really hard as well. You know, Martinelli works really hard, so he is effective. You know, so
the next game I got Palace Brighton.
Palace and Brighton.
Obviously, they won 2-1. I thought that was an epic game. You know,
that was an interesting game. Yeah, there were 3 red cards.
Yeah,
was it 3 red cards?
Yeah.
So because Mark Gahey got a red card,
and then Van Hecke got
a red card right at the end.
Yeah.
And Eddie, your boy Eddie Nketiah, you know what? He got one for diving, which I didn't even think he dived. It looked like a dive.
He didn't dive.
He did look like a dive.
He actually got clipped.
Yeah, I saw.
He
that.
actually got clipped.
He got clipped, but he got a yellow card for that. And then the second one was high foot, so it is what it is. The second one was a yellow card. Yeah. And Mark Gahey I don't know what he was doing, bro. He came through, stamped on man. Yeah, he got second yellow, especially when you're already on a yellow as well.
Yeah. So I think Eze had a sick game.
Yeah, I actually thought that as well. He played really well, didn't it?
Got the both assists.
Yeah, he did good.
That Mono scored the second goal. But it's good to see Mateta back.
Yeah, Mateta's back here, man. I was happy to see that. And he scored as well.
Good to see him kicking the corner flag again.
Banger too, bro. Great goal, man. Man just might.
He's got some funny moustache going on, though. I don't know what's going on. He cut his beard off and he's got a moustache.
He's got the little mask covering his ear and everything.
Looks different, bro.
I said it looks different. Yeah,
but it was a good game. Brighton tried to the end.
Yeah, they did. They kept it good. It was actually a really good game.
Brighton, win or lose, they always give a good performance.
Yeah, they've been on a bad run.
That Baleba youth fam,
yeah, he was good as well. But they've been on a bad run lately. They've lost their last few games, starting from when they got knocked out of the.
It's always a close lose.
FA Cup. Since then, I don't think they've won a game, man. Then we had.
Your boy Danny Welbeck scored as well, innit?
What, that guy Welbs? Yeah, that guy.
He could do a job for you guys right now.
Nah, he cannot, bro.
He can, man.
Everyone looks good over there.
He's better than Hodgland, bro. He's better than Hodgland still.
What, Danny Welbeck?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's easy for you to say that, but
I
think you might be right, to be honest. I'm not even arguing with you about that. I'm just saying that he's not the answer to our problems, innit? So he needs to stay over there. He had his chance when he was at United. It didn't work out. He had an opportunity to be that guy.
All right. That was Palace and Brighton. Ipswich and Wolves. That was 2-1 to Wolves.
Ipswich and Wolves, yeah. Sarabia scored a good goal.
Sarabia had a sick game.
Yeah.
Because I was watching all these things thinking, I'm thinking about my team of the week already.
Yeah. When you're watching now.
So people like Sarabia, Eze.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarabia was good, man.
Yeah,
he was good.
Game. Didn't he score one and assist one?
I don't know if he was the one who assisted.
He assisted one.
He did actually.
He assisted
You're right.
Larson's
winner as well.
Yeah, winning goal.
Yeah, that was good, man. Now, where that Ipswich defender was playing him on side, he was moving mad, bro. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, that was a nice goal. Strand Larsen, the Norwegian Viking, strikes again.
We spoke about him last week.
Again.
We spoke about Delap. He scored again. But
Liam Delap.
They fell short, and it looks like they're gone.
They're gone, but he's gonna be all right, man. Because he's gonna be out.
Someone's gonna come save.
He'll be out. Someone's gonna jump ship, right? You know, when you think the ship is sunk, and someone's just gonna come with a life jacket for him. He's going somewhere else. I think he's gonna stay in the Prem. I'd like to even see him go abroad. I think he's smashing, like Italy or something.
Next game I got is West Ham and Bournemouth. That was 2-2. I haven't actually seen the highlights yet, so you can tell us about this one.
West Ham and Bournemouth. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah,
it was an entertaining game. Evan Nielsen is scoring goals, man. So
I know he scored 2 in it.
Yeah, he's looking good. Jared Bowen scored a nice goal as well. Really good game, to be fair. It's like, I don't know, West Ham. Have they got better under Graham Potter? What do you think?
No. He's lost more than he's won. He's lost more than he's won. The thing is, I think it was the wrong appointment in the first place. You see, look at Wolves, who they employed.
Who, Victor Pereira?
Look Brighton when they employ. Look at West Ham when they. Some of it, you can tell, these people, they want to try to keep this English. Do you know what I mean? They want to try to keep it English.
Dream alive. Listen, man, Eddie Howe's the best English manager right now.
And if you remember, before we were doing the podcast, I was saying Newcastle is actually an elite team. They're just like an elite manager away. Do you remember when I said
Bro,
this?
so you still think that as well?
Yeah.
He's just won them a cup,
Yeah,
though.
fair play. But the players won the fucking thing, bro. It's not Eddie.
Not
it's not
him.
Eddie, bro. It's tactics, bro.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
all
that's-
everything. Every time they ask him about ball, it's just intensity. They like the intensity.
We were off it a little bit today. He likes that one. We were off it a little bit today. I think we were fatigued.
Intensity.
Yeah,
That's his tactic.
So you don't rate
intensity.
Eddie Howe?
No,
that
I think
much?
Eddie Howe is a good manager, but I don't think he's an elite manager. And I
you think Newcastle would do better if
Okay,
they had
so-
an elite manager?
Remember when we
Well,
said
clearly, but-
okay? So I actually think for me that's my favorite midfield
What,
in the whole
in the league right
in the
now
whole
this
league
season?
right now. First
Who?
of all, so-
Joe Linton, Sandro Tonali, and Bruno G.
yeah, man.
That's a top midfield,
Yeah.
man. That's a hard midfield.
The only midfield that's probably talking to them right now is probably Liverpool.
Gravenbach, McAllister. Ooh, McAllister scored a banger, bro. He
There's
scored.
Slubosai as well.
And Soboslai, them
Yeah.
three. Gravenbach, McAllister, Soboslai.
Who would you pick? as your
What
midfield,
the Liverpool, the
between-
Liverpool three that we've just mentioned?
The Liverpool three
against the
or the Newcastle? three?
Gravenbach, McAllister, and Soboslai over Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes, and Tonali. I pick Newcastle midfield.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's me preference wise because everyone's got their preference, but I want to see Newcastle midfield ball more.
That's what I'm saying.
Tonali's is a class. He's a great player.
That's what I'm saying.
Joe Linton is just an absolute beast, and he's good. Like in a weird way, I don't even know how to explain it. He's just sick. He's actually good.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And then Bruno G is like maestro.
Now, okay, and then when we go up front,
Mhm.
you got Isak,
Yeah.
you got
Gordon. They need a better right mid though. Jacob Murphy's
He
been on
does
good,
the
though.
job though.
He's been really
He
good.
does the job.
Let me not say they
I
did
used to
it
say
better.
this.
Let me not
Remember
say
when
they
we
did
spoke
it-
about people with names and
Jacob Murphy? If his
It's a
name
name
was,
thing,
if
innit?
his name was something else,
if it was Jacob Rodriguez,
you know what?
we'll
That's,
be
that's a
saying
very
it's
good
banger.
point right
Yeah,
there. That's
yeah.
a very good point right
He's
there.
actually good.
If his name was
Because
Rodriguez,
I was thinking, why don't I like him?
It's because his name is Jacob.
But he does this thing. I'm always seeing him in that.
And big up to Jacob Murphy, Josh Murphy as well. He's
Portsmouth
at
doing his
Portsmouth,
thing, yeah.
and yeah, man,
They look the same, bruv.
they look the same. Yeah, obviously, I've seen a couple man say they need to swap one of them so
Yeah,
Pompey can stay up for sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Get Jacob down there. Josh
So-
Murphy's been killing it as well, though. He's been doing really well. Though.
Yeah. So that's why I say that they are actually an elite team.
Yeah, just
They're
short of an
lacking
elite manager.
an elite manager.
Yeah, I can't.
Not even that.
I
Imagine if
can't-
they had Emery in there
Ooh.
cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you say it like that,
Exactly, bro.
Emery, but Aston Villa are a good team as well, though. But Aston Villa haven't got a better team than Newcastle.
Exactly.
They don't. They just don't.
So they're an elite manager away. So yeah, fair play to Eddie. He won this
They
the
could-
cup
they
thing,
could
but the
still-
players won that. in my eyes,
Newcastle could
innit?
still surprise you. They're still in the hunt for the Champions League. But
Yeah,
like
but
we
they
said,
seem
they're
like
not gonna
they
make
really
it.
like him as well. Innit?
Well,
It
who,
seems
Eddie?
like they're trying to create a family out there. And, I don't know
Bro, they
what's
won a
going on.
cup this season, man. So like, you gotta let him live at least for the next. I think if
Yeah.
you win a cup, that should buy you 2 years in the job.
Yeah.
Don't you think? You can't sack him. I mean, Ten Hag won the FA
Nah,
Cup. and
it's a
got sacked
Carling
3
Cup,
months later.
mate. You can get fired, bro. Next season, if you lose about 10 games on a trot, you can get
You
fired. bro.
can. You're right. You're right. Still, you're right. I mean,
You know, you have to be holding the Champions League, fam, or
even
Premier League,
all the
fam,
league,
for
yeah.
you to
Even,
lose 10
'cause
games on a
Ten
trot.
Hag won the
and not
FA
get
Cup,
fired.
and then he got fired 3 months. Is it 3 or 4 months later? So that don't
But Ten
mean
Hag, he had to go, fam.
he had to go.
He had
He
to
was
go.
on his last legs, man.
Now, the next game that I got is Villa and Nottingham Forest 2-1. Now, last week, we spoke about the celebrations.
That was a sick game.
and I was saying Cole Palmer needs to return that
Your boy,
celebration. Yeah.
your boy Morgan.
Yeah. Now, and then at the end, I was like, anyway, we only seen that celebration from one person
Right
these
now.
days, innit? And I see that again the other day.
Yeah, he came
Innit?
through.
What a banger.
He came through.
Did you see the touch?
Yeah, left foot finish as well.
See the touch?
Yeah, the touch was sick.
Tillersman pinged it to
That
him.
was a great ball. Like, honourable shout out to Yuri
Exactly.
Tillman, and that ball was great. That was a great
the
ball.
touch, bro. Boom.
Bruv,
But right now, Morgan Rogers, yeah.
he's going cold. Yeah.
Right now, he's the best attacking mid in England. Or Jude, there's Jude, but right now, he's
Nah,
cooking,
obviously
bro.
Jude's not in the Prem,
Yeah,
but
in the Prem, he is, bro. You have to say right now, form-wise, the last 2-3 weeks, bro, no one's talking to Morgan Rogers, bro.
You're right though. I'm trying to think who's better than him.
Cold.
Where's Cole Palmer? Is Cole Palmer still out here?
Yeah, I saw him.
Man said I saw him.
I saw him.
He's like,
he was wearing his shorts like his Ola Aina, you know, when they low.
Man said he was walking around the pitch.
I saw him, bro. Yeah, he's moving mad.
Not doing much.
Yeah, he's there, bro. But there's only one guy doing that celebration at the moment, innit?
Morgan.
That's Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, Morgan's in form, you know. Like, shout out to him.
We spoke about Malen scoring.
Daniel Malen scored, yeah. I was happy. I'm happy to see him score as well. Yeah, Rashford almost scored too, you know.
No, Aston Villa won 2-1, but when I watched that game, I can't lie to you, yeah. Nottingham Forest actually played better for me.
You reckon?
But they missed a lot of chances.
They did miss chances.
So many went wide. Many went wide. Hudson Odoi probably had 2.
Yeah.
Alanga had 1. Alanga did that same run again.
I saw that.
He
tried to copy that goal he scored against United.
So many goals, bro.
Did you see Murillo's shot at the end as well?
Yeah.
From far.
So Villa were good in the first bit.
Yeah.
First 30 minutes maybe.
And then after that, Forest came back into the game.
Forest changed the
formation. They came with a different formation.
They came different, yeah. So they came with 2 up top.
Yeah.
Shout out to 2 up top.
Yeah.
They did Olanga and Odoi, but it didn't work. That's because they ain't got Chris Wood in it.
Yeah.
And they usually need Chris Wood.
I think they missed Chris Wood.
Exactly.
I think they missed Chris Wood.
They need Chris Wood for their team.
Yeah, because their formation, I don't know, it didn't quite work out well for them.
So obviously that's what happened with them, man. There.
Yeah. So Villa beat Forest.
Forest's a good team though. Shout out Jota Silva, that was a good girl.
Yeah. And that was the games for Saturday. On Sunday, we go on to the probably the most exciting game of the day, which was Fulham against Liverpool.
Okay. Now I just watched the highlights of that one.
Yeah, I saw that a bit earlier.
It's nice to see Liverpool lose, can I just say? So the only 2 losses they've held are to Nottingham Forest and Fulham.
To Fulham.
And Nottingham Forest and Fulham have been doing well.
Yeah, they have.
To be honest, they deserve to.
It was good performance from Fulham, I must say. Like, I thought Fulham did really good. So
for me, Fulham is like where the young bucks from Arsenal end up going. They don't want to leave London.
They don't want to leave ends.
And now they made it sick and then shout out. Iwobi right now is unreal, innit?
Yeah.
Iwobi's unreal.
Yeah.
Hit it with his left foot.
That was a great goal.
Yeah.
Even Muniz.
Again, when we're talking about strikers, people like Larson, there's Muniz.
Rodrigo Muniz. That was a nice goal as well. Lovely touch. Spun around. Van Dijk didn't even see it coming. You have to let him off with that one because he's been really good this season. And I don't want to kick a man when they make a mistake, especially if he's been really good. But Muniz, striker, he did him something still. Yeah, he did him something.
Hold on. Fulham, they got another... Jimenez. I was about to say, they got someone else because Muniz shouldn't even be playing like this. Bro. Jimenez, bro.
He shouldn't even be there, bro. Raul Jimenez.
So I'm saying, bro. Well, it's going to be peak for Jimenez, actually, the way Muniz is going, bro.
Well, yeah, because they started with Muniz this game, innit? Jimenez actually came on.
Yeah.
He actually came on the pitch.
Obviously, McAllister, you spoke about the banger that he scored.
That was a great goal, man. Alexis, great finish from McAllister, man.
Diaz
that
hit
was
the second
one of the goals of the month, man.
Yeah. Diaz hit the second one, but it wasn't enough. But look, it's hard. I love it when Liverpool lose. Obviously, they've won the league anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got nothing else to play for. They're kind of losing.
You feel like they're just taking their foot off the gas a little bit. Man. Ryan Sessegnon scored a good goal as well, so a good goal. So yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, do you think it's just a little blip? I think. It's one of them games here. If Liverpool had to win that game, I felt like they would have.
Yeah.
But that's partly what happens.
They don't have motivation anymore.
What's that? Their second loss this season.
Yeah.
Only 2 losses.
Yeah, in the Premier League.
In 31 games.
It's impressive, bro.
That's impressive, yeah, man. So good result from Fulham. We'll see if it was just a blip from Liverpool or if they continue to drop points. But it doesn't matter if they drop points because Arsenal's dropping points anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing, you know what I mean?
That's why it doesn't even matter, bro.
It doesn't matter if they drop points. Arsenal's dropping points.
It doesn't matter. If Arsenal had won yesterday, maybe they would have won today.
That's the thing.
That's how things work.
That's the thing.
Spurs, Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton got officially relegated today. I mean, we obviously knew that was coming from a while back, from the first game of the season.
Later.
Later. Peace.
Until next time. Probably see you in about 5 seasons, man.
Man said they might not be back anytime
They're
soon.
coming back in time soon.
You
I
know
think
what?
Southampton,
If they were in the championship this season, they wouldn't get promoted.
they should have just fired that manager earlier.
Yeah,
This is the thing
Russell
about
Martin,
people like
whatever
me.
his
We
name.
make decisions.
When you
Boom.
know someone, when
Straight
you know
away.
it ain't working out, you
Yeah,
should have been
just-
got rid of
yeah.
him, man.
They should have
The
got,
style of
and they should have
football-
got a better manager when they.
Yeah, I think their
come in.
manager right now is not even too bad. It'll be interesting to see if he
no,
stays,
man.
though. You know what? I think. You know what I think will be interesting because the teams that I think are going down are Leicester, or the same 3 teams that came up. It'll be interesting to see if Van Nistelrooy stays at Leicester. It'll be interesting to see if McKenna stays at Ipswich. I think he should, and it will also be interesting to see if that Ivan Juric guy stays at Southampton. I think Ipswich and Leicester will be really good next year if their managers stay. Yeah, especially Ipswich.
They will try. They usually try to stay for
And
one season, just try to get that quick bounce
Straight
back.
bounce
innit? But
back. innit?
if you don't get that bounce back straight away, that's when things go peak in it usually, and that's what I think might happen with Southampton.
I think I would like Ruud van Nistelrooy to stay because the way it's looking, like Burnley look like they're coming back up. So the Championship top 3 at the moment is Burnley, Sheffield United, and Leeds United.
Sheffield United is about to come back in the
Yeah,
Premier League.
and it's 2 automatic promotions. So Burnley, I think, are going to come up. Sheffield United or Leeds United will be the second team because everyone else is like a few points behind. So in the Premier League, it looks like we're going to have Burnley. It looks like we're going to have Sheffield United or Leeds United.
So obviously Southampton, they're gone.
Yeah.
Brennan Johnson obviously scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
You were saying about the penalty that should have gone to him, innit?
Yeah.
Should've
I was
got a
saying
hat.
if he's already got 2 goals, there's a penalty in the 87th minute. You got to take that.
It's-
I respect them giving it to Tell, and him getting his goal. He needs it. But
I call it a lack of ambition.
what?
Bro, you don't have to be nice, bro.
I say ambition is priceless.
Bro, you don't have to be nice, bro. Get that high, get the ball home. Kids can play with an official match day.
Yeah, I was
Ball,
saying
bruv.
it's not too many times you get a Premier League hat trick, especially like
Exactly.
you got to take that chance when you get it.
But you can tell he's too nice anyway, Brennan Johnson. He's too nice.
Yeah.
Nice innit?
He's a good player, man. I like him. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so they done their thing. Quickly, Liverpool.
Yeah, I was saying Liverpool. They played like
L.
they played like a team that knew they already won the league.
They don't care. They're not motivated anymore.
Yeah. You know when you know you've got it in the bag,
Stops done it. Everyone's been poor this season.
and you know what? They would have seen Arsenal playing on the Saturday.
Arsenal lost.
No, drew in it. They would
Drew,
they, would
yeah.
they would have seen Arsenal dropping points, and just thought, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, on it. You know, if
Good
Arsenal,
goals,
if
though.
Arsenal had won, I think Liverpool would have won.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so as well. Good goals from obviously we got good goals from Ryan Sessegnon. Iwobi's goal was really good. I don't know what Andy Robertson was thinking. To be honest, I don't know what gave him a great assist.
I think Robertson's on the way out still.
Yeah, I think he might be. And then you got Rodrigo Muniz as well. Good. He took his goal so good, man. He took his goal. They've got some really good
He's not
strikers.
even
in
their
hand.
first striker, yeah.
Yeah, they've got some really good strikers.
Jimenez
in their
is their first striker, bro.
hand. Yeah, and that's
Shout
good.
out to Iwobi, that was dope as well.
Yeah, they're pushing each other, them two. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fulham deserve to win. Yeah, I swear they were like they scored 3 goals in the first half already or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they came like they meant business, man.
So that's how you got to do it sometimes. You just got to come at them.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
what Forest have been so good at
From the
doing this
gates.
season, taking no prisoners. Yeah,
From the
they're going
gates.
straight. They're trying to get it. Yeah.
So yeah, let's conclude this day, this podcast with the team of the week.
Yeah, game
Now
week.
we're looking at goalies. Obviously, there's been a lot of goals. A lot of people considered.
Hmm.
You had some honourable mentions. You said you wanted. Who did you fancy again?
I thought Matt Sells played good.
Marcel's.
Yeah.
But my thing is, Man conceded too many goals, innit?
Yeah, but he made a lot of good saves as well.
Yeah, I
though.
know, I hear that. But
Yeah.
still, if he wasn't a winning team, I think.
That would be different, innit?
Let's look at the 2 goals he conceded.
The goals he conceded were from Morgan Rogers. You can't really do too much about that. And Daniel Malin goal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, to be honest, like,
I actually fancy the Crystal Palace one because
but you know what's crazy? That
they
game
held
had,
onto their win with 2 red cards.
yeah,
Less man on the pitch. I know he made a couple saves.
Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
We can put Dean Henderson in.
And I feel like
I felt like he played well as
I
well.
feel like
I'm not against Dean Henderson
when else
getting
is he gonna get a chance to get on that
Go in the team of the week. Yeah, that's very true, man. And they got the win as well. It's a very big win, good win
Very
for
big
them.
win for them, yeah.
Nah, I hear you still. So we got in goal, we've got Dean Henderson, right?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
Right back.
So right back.
Obviously, there's a couple games I didn't see in it, so
I saw some games that were like some decent performances. Let's see. Who have we got in the right back? I was actually watching the games and I actually thought, you know what? There's some good shouts here for right back.
okay.
Team of the week. So let's have a look, you know. It wasn't Aston Villa because Matty Cash was playing in right back for them. And I thought he played well as well, but I wouldn't have put him in myself.
Mike Cash.
Yeah, I thought he did good though, but I wouldn't have put him in.
Nunes did alright today.
Matthias
Liverpool.
Nunes. He did
And
play
I don't
well.
like him,
He did play well.
but he did alright.
He did good. I'm not even a fan, but he did that.
Yeah, he did alright.
Matthias Nunes played well, yeah. He did actually. I'm trying to see as well. So who played?
How did Pedro Porro get on?
Well, they beat what's his name? So he would have played quite good. I'm just thinking. Yeah, so right now I've got Matty Cash. I'm trying to think who else could possibly be a nomination, could be a good shout for the right back spot. Thinking. So
Well, Crystal Palace had that guy that scored, that Munoz guy. He's a right wing back.
yeah, he can go in right back.
He was good, yeah. So he can go in right back.
And he scored a good goal. I
Scored
mean,
a
he took
good
a
goal,
deflection, but he still he I like him.
He
you
was
know?
active,
I
yeah.
like him. Yeah, he's always
So
doing
he
something.
was an attacking threat the whole time.
Yeah,
But I do like Matty Cash too.
yeah. I think if I had to pick between the two, I saw Matty Cash and I thought he played good, but I'll go for Munoz. He got a goal as
Matty
well.
Cash came on, he didn't start.
Did he? There you go then.
He didn't even play.
Are you joking?
He didn't even play, lad.
Let's have a
Andre
look.
Garcia played.
When did I see?
And then Ezra Konza came
Oh,
on.
do you know what? It's because this games was on Wednesdays, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
you're
'cause
thinking
the-
about games on
It's because
Wednesday.
the games was on
He didn't
Wednesday.
play.
He was doing bits on Wednesday as well. Okay, no. So then let's go for Munoz.
Munoz.
My Cash wasn't even on the pitch, bro. Yeah, go on. So we've got our right back spot. We've got Munoz in it. He got himself a goal. Decent win for Crystal Palace.
Our centre backs.
Centre back. So
I actually think City's defense did well today, you know.
they did play good. Out of your centre backs today, which were
Yes, bro.
Ruben Diaz and who else was playing in centre back for you guys? Yeah, Ruben Diaz played well. I'd put him in. I'm trying to think as well.
Someone I saw.
Yeah, I think we can go for Ruben Diaz. Good as well.
Diaz, yeah.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz to go in centre back.
Diaz.
And for the other centre back option for today. You know what? I thought Lenny Yoro played well as well.
In the Euro.
Yeah.
Did you have much threats?
I mean, City had 15 shots? Now, City had 9 shots, 5 on target. I thought I was impressed with Lenny Yoro today and Mazraoui. So yeah, I'd say Lenny Yoro can go in. They both kept a clean sheet as well. So.
Alright, cool.
Who else were you thinking? Because I like Crystal Palace. Cause
How did Tyrone Mings do?
It's a good shout, you know.
I thought it was actually quite. Because the thing is, them man faced attack, you know. Them man faced attack, bro.
Nottingham Forest were coming at them.
Them man
They did really good.
And when you step out after that game without even a yellow card from you.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so how about we go for centre backs, yeah? We've got Ruben Diaz and we've got Tyrone Mings, yeah?
We'll put Mings in, yeah?
Yeah.
I know who you want to put for left back.
Do you know what? Jed Spence.
I know you were going to say Jed Spence.
Yeah, I like Jed Spence. I think he's been doing really well lately.
Yeah. And he picked he had an assist as well.
He got a nice assist. Do you know what? I'm pretty sure Ian Matson got an assist as well.
Yeah, Matson.
Yeah. I want to say, I feel like he got an assist. Yeah, he did for Daniel Marlin's goal.
Okay.
He played really good as well. But I'm going to go for Jed Spence, innit?
Spence,
yeah.
So that's Henderson in goal, Munoz right back, Diaz and Mings in the middle, and Jed Spence at left back.
That's a solid looking team of the week so far.
Okay.
Our
3 in the midfield now.
I said I know who I want in there.
Let's start with a 6.
So what is Yuri Tielemans a 6 or 8?
He plays a 6 for them there.
He plays as a 6, innit? Because their other 2 midfielders are who?
The other 2 midfielders?
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes they have McGinn. Sometimes they have
right.
Onana.
You're right.
Sometimes they have. Do they have Finney as well? What's his name?
Yeah. So they played Amadou Onana, Morgan Rogers, and Yuri Tillman.
I think Onana would sit in that one then.
Yeah, probably. I think so as well. So.
They both like attacking anyway. I
Yeah.
think one sits, one stays, innit?
It doesn't really matter. So I think I'll go for
You know what? If we were to agree to put the whole midfield free from Aston Villa, yeah, I'll be actually on it.
Yeah, Tielemans, because it's mad. Because Tielemans and Morgan, I feel like Morgan Rogers is a good shout to be.
No, Morgan Rogers for me is already on. Like he's already on the team.
He's in there. You know that one.
Morgan Rogers is cold.
Yeah.
He's already in the team.
He is.
For me, it's about who is he with.
Who's he gonna
But
be
I
with?
do like to bring combination of if you played well with this person, then you come in together.
Yeah.
And Tielemans gave a good goal, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a great ball Tielemans gave him, and I felt like he played really good altogether. So let's say we have Yuri Tillman in. We already know who we have as our furthest attacking midfielder. So we have Morgan Rogers as well. Now, who's going to join him in that midfield then? That's the question, isn't it? So we have James Maddison played well, I felt. He also got an assist as well. And then we look at I'm looking at the Wolves game as well because I thought that was quite an interesting game.
What position does that Sarabia play?
He's like good question.
Because he came on and changed the game from
Yeah.
Anfield and put him in my team.
He did, didn't it? He came on and got a goal out of the assist.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's that's a good question though. So he came on 65 minutes for. They must have changed it about a bit then. 'Cause if he came on, John Rickner Bellegarde, he came on for Bellegarde, didn't it? And he was playing in an attacking position. He looked like he was playing cam because he wasn't really all right wing. He looked like he was either playing centre mid, centre.
I thought maybe it was right wing. That's what I
It
thought.
was either cam or right wing because even when he
Yeah.
provided the assist,
He was in the right wing.
He was on the right hand side, innit? And his goal as well. Yeah, he's got a good goal. So yeah, he played. He came in and he impacted the game in it. So he was good. But so far in our centre mid, we've got Yuri Tillman, and we've got Morgan Rogers, right?
Yeah.
And then we look at
Adam Morton went bad either.
yeah, he also played really good. So I say we go for Adam Morton because he's actually a midfielder, isn't it? He's actually a centre midfielder. And he can sit and we can let Yuri Tillman and Morgan Rogers off the leash a little bit.
Makes sense.
So we've got Adam Morton in.
Wharton, Tillman, and
Yeah.
Rogers.
Yeah.
The three up top.
I think the three at top almost kind of speak for themselves, right? So on the left hand side, what you saying, Eze,
Yeah.
Ebere Eze, left hand side of the.
He could have played in the 10 as well.
He could have been playing the 10 as well.
So Eze,
Mm-hmm.
Sarabia, if we're saying he's in the right wing.
No, but I feel like Brennan Johnson's got 2 goals.
True.
I feel like Brennan Johnson,
True.
he's got to be, and he took his goals. Both goals were
True.
good.
True.
Nice left foot finish, and the other one was a nice finish
True.
as well. I was gonna say Morgan.
But when you look at the opponent now,
Southampton, and they played against. But and the thing is, Sarabia came off the bench,
come off the bench.
and
bro.
he scored and he assisted.
Exactly.
I'm rooting for Brennan Johnson purely because I feel like he did his thing.
And by the way, Sarabia, what he did is about survival for the team.
Yeah, survival against a relegation
Yeah.
contender against Ipswich.
So it meant more, fam. But I do hear you about Brennan Johnson.
Yeah. So those are the two that we have. Those are our 2 options for the right wing spot: Brennan Johnson and Sarabia.
But you know what? Let's put Johnson in it.
You reckon?
Let's put Johnson in it.
Yeah.
Let's put Johnson.
Let's do it then.
Number 22, I got you.
Number 22. See how much you like 22 and you don't even want
I
to put
got
your
you,
guy
bro.
in.
No, I tried to fight the corner, but at the end of the day, if I wanted to start a team, this is what I came down to. If I wanted to play a team
Mm-hmm.
of 11 aside,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm left with right wing, and I've got Sarabia after what he just done,
Mhm.
and Brennan Johnson after what he just done,
Mm-hmm.
who would I pick I'll pick Johnson.
Yeah.
That's what it just come down to, innit?
Yeah. I
The
think
reason
so.
why he starts for
Yeah.
Tottenham and the other one came off the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so
One starting for like a half decent
supposed
team,
to be a decent
and
team, but.
another one's not starting for a team in relegation.
And the last one, striker.
Not in relegation, but fighting for their lives. Striker. So,
This is the part that's hard.
bro, I know it's hard, innit? But I'm gonna say Mateta, bro.
Mateta.
I'm now looking at the goals.
Alright, let me give you some some short lists.
Yeah, go on.
Larsen.
Jorgen Strand Larsen, yeah,
Yeah.
scored a nice goal. Yeah,
Muniz.
that was a good goal, great goal.
Was scored a cracking goal.
Two
Not
decent
only
goals.
just that, played well.
Two decent goals. That guy Welbeck scored.
Welbeck, yeah.
So goal Welbeck. Larson scored. Evan Nilsson scored 2 goals.
True.
Evan Nilsson scored 2 goals.
They didn't win, but he scored 2 goals. And Evan Nilsson's
They
hard.
didn't lose either.
Is there any out of all the strikers we're talking about, is there any striker number 9 who scored 2 goals or more, other than Evan Nilsson?
No.
So for having 2 goals,
It's got to be him, innit?
Nilsson, innit?
Yeah. Evan Nilsson goes in. I can't argue with that.
Listen, we have to reward goals with
Yeah,
chances,
that's
bro.
he's a
How
striker.
can you
That's
score
his
2 and
job.
we'll put you on the
And
bench?
not in the, yeah,
That's
it's
crazy, bro.
true.
For someone that scored 1 goal, that's sickening.
Yeah, Mateta's goal was a banger, though.
It was a banger.
It was a banger.
Shout out to him and
Yeah.
back. So, that's our team of the week. This week,
Yeah.
we have Henderson in goal. We have Munoz right back. We've got Diaz and Mings in centre back. Jed Spence, left back. We've got Tillsman and Watton and Morgan Rogers in the midfield. And then we have Johnson on the right, Eze on the left. Could have played the 10, but we put him on the left. And up top, we've got Evan Nilsson from Bournemouth. Let us know what your team of the weeks are, or who would you have changed? Or would you have put Sarabia over Johnson? Would you have put Muniz over
Evan Nilsson
Nilsson
or Mateta?
Let us know what you would have done and what your team of the week is. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Keep following the ting. Keep showing the love to the ting. Anything else you want to say?
No, signing out.
Bye.
To Up Top.